Hi, Ophiuchus Moons. Thank you so much for being here. I am Divine Femme Carrot 144. Very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their moon sign in the zodiac sign of Ophiuchus, unlimited to anyone who should find this message or should this message find you. For your reading, I will be doing a 6-card spread. And then you have major arcanas that already wanted to appear here with a message. And then we'll get a card here from the deck that I made here that has the zodiac signs and the lunar phases. Everything's been pre-shuffled. I will speak on this first, and then we'll get your 6 cards. And then we'll kind of rehash to see how that kind of aligns with the message from the 6 cards. Get the final card. You have a couple of messages that wanted to come through. You even have another one, Violet Power, which was the inspiration for this background here for you. And then that being also to the color, one of the colors, I should say, for Ophiuchus Moons. I got a lot of you sending the message that you're the mother of the zodiac signs, being strong feminine energy, moon sign energy, beautiful, powerful energy. This also speaking to, like, I feel with, like, what I've noticed, I'll just say, like, the last few readings I've been doing, I feel that at this point right now, it's kind of being shown what each zodiac sign's superpower, like a real, true, authentic, consistent, and steady superpower, has been here for you. And this being about being respected as a divine feminine here. And so with the messages here, first I'll say here with the pearl energy, and then also this being a push pin, be cautious of sharp objects. I got a couple of things also too with the pearls that being associated with the moon sign energy, but also mother energy. The eights, I do see eights for karma, Saturn being connected, and then the snowman, I'm also getting a snowman that could be significant. I do feel too that this is also going to speak to a specific message here for you, so take what resonates for that as you see that there. We got a message here, hashtag not in my bubble. Tuning into what you want, tuning out what you don't. I was here before you, I'll be here after you. Hashtag thank you, Chris. And then how to get a guy to like you. Be yourself. Let me see here. And then I also got the message, hashtag fragments made whole. So somehow I'll try to incorporate all that and include that as well. And that being about fragments of karmics and this all coming together, working through some shadow work as a part of one's journey, getting that all done successfully and completed, and coming into wholeness where a lot of you are coming into a beautiful connection and relationship. So doing the work that you needed to do for yourselves, closing certain things that are going to assure that none of that shit will continue and pop up in a healthy and non-toxic soulmate partnership for you. So you have the Justice card appear first. I went to pick up the deck to bring it over here, and then the Devil card peeked behind it. As I was attempting to do your readings a couple of times here, everything kind of shifted. As you can see, I was shuffling this deck here, and this kind of blew atop here. And then we have cards behind here. So we have the Fool card. You did have a reading some time ago, we'll say, that had a title, A Fool Caught with Their Pants Down. Someone caught with their pants down. I can't remember verbatim. I channel this stuff and then I continue to move forward. But you have Justice. The first card that I seen was the Devil card. And then the next card will be the Magician. So with the Magician and the Devil card, that giving the association of negative intent, dark magic, ill will, this being foolish behavior. But you do have the World card here underneath all of this, supporting this. Where we see a bubble here, actually, this will apply to what's here. Hashtag not in my bubble. So overcoming and completing cycles connected to devil energy associated with the magician. We have the hangman behind here, where I get this being about the intent being sent to have someone be a sacrifice. As a part of that being a sacrifice, someone also being stagnant is also what I get here too. And then justice coming through overall and helping to balance the scales for any kind of foolish behavior. Where I do see a Knight of Swords, and this being over aggressive, unruly, and brash behavior. Silver and gold could be significant. Sword of Truth is also going to be present. And then I do see this Queen of Swords here in a bubble. Boop. A golden bubble. I like that background. Yeah, baby. All right. So let's move this here. This is going to speak to a completely new cycle here that I feel is going to be much healthier and not toxic here for you. This being about learning from past situations. Again, successfully closing karmic cycles. Empress energy will be also associated, where I feel that 12 from the hangman, where I get a lot of you being this energy here, and someone being foolish because they didn't realize that with this 3D notion of someone being a sacrifice, where, you know, someone can just go all willy-nilly and do whatever it is that they want. Whoever this is came across you, and this could be multiple people, came across you for these reasons here. Because a lot of you are going to be awakeners and are putting an end to this. So this being seen as sacrifice 3D, higher realms, this is going to be a divine conduit who's safe and protected, lifted and supported in your bubble. However that bubble may be for you. I did pick up that a lot of you are going to have different bubble energies, and it not all being the same, but this definitely speaking to being safe and protected, being here as a divine conduit, always being gifted and receiving blessings, this being the stance of abundance, you having the knowing, seeing this person the entire time for what it is that they've been doing. Connected to devil energy, this being completely over. I even get to this may be two separate people, but it's going to be the energy overall of one person, a prototype, where you may have dealt with, again, multiple energies. I did say that before. All right, and then strong Empress energy coming through. This may have been about dealing with certain emperors, more 3D based, helping one to become stronger. This helping everyone involved, but more particularly for you to rise up and level up and become even more powerful than before. And that being the protected energy of this Queen of Swords here, holding the scales like already knowing, I was here before you, I'll be here after you, is what I get there. So we'll leave these here. I'm going to put the 6 cards kind of here, and then we'll kind of bring everything in as we move along here. Let's get your first card. For Ophiuchus moons, I'm not taking reversals. First card for Ophiuchus moon. Ooh, that was spinny. Spinny. Ooh, and it was spinny too. How cool is that? That was really cool. That did a complete 360. Right on. I don't know if that was recorded, but that was really sweet. Wheels turning. Them wheels. Big wheels keep on turning. Proud Mary keep on burning. Alright, so Tina Turner, Ike Turner could be significant. That story has come through multiple times over the years since I've been doing tarot. I get this being more about leaving abusive relationships and being or any, like, multiple. I'm getting multiple, but a specific abusive relationship, and being in an abusive relationship. This being about the lesson, learning how to love oneself, and that you don't have to take anyone's shit. Also realizing that if you're with someone or in a connection with someone who is abusive, you both have magnetized yourselves to each other for the purpose of learning from that toxicity. It not meant to last forever. This all being for lesson. And so I feel this is about those wheels spinning, those karmic cycle connections connected to that devil energy that I'm speaking on right now with the Ike and Tina association, coming to an end and investing and healthier and new and balance. Those scales from the Justice card, that being a card of 8 too, I get that 8 being connected to Saturn and karma, but also about the next step with these wheels turning from the 7 to the 8, and everything that was behind that Justice card, spinning away from this. Work being put into new investment. I also feel wheels spinning. With the gremlins, it's being represented by gremlins. Where 3D wise, gremlins, the movie Gremlins, is going to give you that notion that they're negative. When in actuality, it's about gremlins being not cared for. Because they don't start off that way. If you don't take care of them and you feed them after midnight, that's when the gremlins come around. And so I feel that this is about having greater perspective on what support it is that you actually have here, and this actually being a good thing here. I do get judgment being a part of this here too, where these are actually going to be angels who may have been judged to be 3D gremlins, but the gremlins are actually good. Pink and purple, like I see all these beautiful colors here. That could be significant. Artwork is also what I get here too. And then time clock with the wheels. And then Pentacles I also see here too. I mean, yeah, it's the 7 of Pentacles, but I see like all the Pentacles here. Fortune, I should say. Connected to the time, divine timing. And the Pentacles coming in. I guess is what I was trying to say, with seeing the actual Pentacles here. Those actually coming in here for you. And then the 7, again, we'll go back to balance. That being also connected to Libra. We do have Taurus energy here. So strong Venus energy is going to be associated with this. Venus being the ruler of Libra and Taurus. And then Pentacles will be Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So strong Taurus energy. Just I get this being, especially with the colors, and the purple also being a strong Venus color here too. I get that being associated with the beautiful divine feminine energy from within you all, being Ophiuchus moons. And I'm also getting someone investing in you. There being a strong agreement on investment. I even see these pentacles here, 3 pentacles, as like a little car. Like you can see one tire here, someone returning, possibly here. Soulmate in passing, something that hasn't come into fruition is returning. And I get it being this way, even though I feel that these are about these pentacles here and the wheels spinning, to speak to the work being done and your team spirit working in your favor because you've done the work. Because I'm getting you and another person here with the scale energy connected to the 7, and then the silver and gold energy here too. And then also the Empress energy and the Emperor energy from past cycles. That cycle, or whatever cycles, those karmic cycles being completed and moving into new, where there's going to be healthier connection. And that also speaking to why I got the pentacles here strongly, and seeing like how those all form together to move forward, to help something to move forward. Let's get your next card for Ophiuchus moon. I'm getting Wheel of Fortune with that too, like all of these being wheels of fortune with that pentacle energy that I was picking up. Like I see, rather than what you see here, I see almost, and I see everything. I see windmills, I see little sunshines with the rays here, and it being great fortune, and this being great investment. But you being, this being divine feminine energy, someone investing. It took me forever to get that out, didn't it? King of Cups. My goodness. All right. King of Cups and the Hangman. All right. So, what we have here are two individuals. I get two separate people. And I feel this is about the love coming in due to the 3D stagnancy connected to the Hangman, where now we have this Hangman here as an imp. And I'm getting this being a part of the judgment and being made to be a sacrifice. Look at that imp going right into the pot. Or what it may look like anyway. And so the truth coming through, and why you're still here and not going in that pot is because you're not an imp. You're a divine conduit who's been made to be a sacrifice in the 3Ds. So this is just confirming what I was saying here. Being roasted over the coals. And all the liquid goo and the ooze is being the shadow work. Also here too is also what I get. And then maybe it also being about your gaze or your stare here. You may have something mesmerizing. I just feel you are just completely misjudged. Because you have the sauce. You have the sauce. Possibly being addictive. I feel that devil energy is going to speak to the difference. And how you're not that devil energy. And the energy of the foolish behavior. Ooh. Look what's popping through as I picked up that devil card. Peekaboo. We have the Emperor. And I feel this is a reflection of someone seeing themselves being foolish for judging a divine conduit. Also a divine feminine. Feeling foolish here too, possibly. And then boom. All blocks go boom. So anyone that's been lying on you. Wow. And I haven't even touched these cards. Besides to get this devil card. Wow. Wow and wow. Seeing this. And just chilling. Knowing that you're safe and protected. And that everything's going to work out. So that's what I get here. And then a lot of you being in counterpart energy here with the King of Cups. Where I see this is going to be strong Scorpio energy. And then also Libra energy being here too. I feel that Libra energy is going to speak to the investor. And then also you being invested in by this King of Cups with the Libra. And then the Libra energy here connected to all of you as Ophiuchus moons and divine feminines. And what I got here with that 7 association of the Venus card. And the wheel's now spinning, but you being invested in. And having beautiful Taurus energy along with the Libra energy from the 7. And that being associated with balance. I'm going to leave this here. We're going to leave that too because I feel you're just looking at everything. Having the knowing, that being strong high priestess. Here, fine energy as well. This could be male or female. Take what resonates. But you are going to have a divine counterpart here. This person may have judged you in the past. And that could be the energy of how I'm getting this car and someone returning. Realizing that in judging you, they were actually judging themselves. And then missing out on a divine connection. Let's get your next card. For Ophiuchus, Moon. Pisces energy. This is a card of Pisces. So we have the Pisces symbol there with the Hangman. Next card for Ophiuchus Moon. Alright. We have the, and I'm seeing it just like this here. Three of Swords and the Queen of Wands. And I get this being more of the pairing energy, connected to that King of Cup and the Judgment energy. And the Three of Swords being a part of the pain that may have been dealt with the judgmental energy. Queen of Wands is going to be here with the Lilith energy. More Pisces, and then Aries. And I see electric and magnetic. Queen of Wands is going to be a very powerful energy. Also someone who is fire energy, very strong fire energy. A go-getter, great builder, successful mystic. Very unique, spiritual, creative, a great manifester. Powerful. Your Lilith energy could be significant. I do feel it may be connected to what's here. So there being a strong sexual energy also too, as I get the red and the blue connected to both Pisces and Aries, water and fire. Temperance energy will be here too. I'm getting the Temperance card from the Gilded Tarot Royale deck, where the Temperance card, you see her holding a cup of water and then also a cup of fire, and those are coming together to alchemize over the planet of Mars. So I do get this being associated, and Mars is going to be the ruler of Aries. So then Libra energy, that association will just align here. I even got the green. This being about love, learning about love, self-love, what really love is. So that Three of Swords may be also about third party. Seeing the light and the truth of the true spaceship. Pretty in pink, I'm also getting here too. And then maybe discovering something else here too. I've gotten this Three of Swords here too, not necessarily being about this person. Creating a Three of Swords, but also realizing they were a part of a Three of Swords without maybe realizing the role that they actually played. And as I say that, I do see kind of a sun energy that's backing this person, like feeling the heat on their back. So it could be a Leo person, where I'm getting, I'm getting like I'm getting the Nine of Wands. And I'm getting the Nine of Wands from the Cosmic Tarot deck, where you see a man standing with 4 wands in front of him. That being the realization possibly of being a twin flame. Because that is the 4 wands is the twin flame card. And then a lion is behind, right on the same side, on the same shoulder, behind the person, the man with the 4 wands, with 5 wands in front of their face, like looking furious, burning, burning eyes and gaze. And so I feel that that judgment coming here may have been the talky talk, gossip, intercepting, someone lying on this divine feminine here, and it being possibly this person here, when in actuality they're this energy here, and the eyes burning on the back. Boom. That's what I get there. Alright, so let's see. And then the 3 here is going to match the 3 here, so I feel that speaks to the counterpart energy between you and someone else, and the recognition of soul flames, twin flames, true counterparts, and why this energy here I feel may be returning to a judged divine feminine, this being divine masculine energy here. The colors here for the spaceships could be significant. I do see a world card here, so there may have also been a significant ending for this divine masculine here, associated with the world card that was in the major arcana story that wanted to come through. And then the color orange being significant also too. I don't know what that is. Take what resonates for that. I do get it possibly being strong communication from the powerful energy of the divine feminine, kind of floating over here, and this being more of the recognition connected to the pink energy and the beaming. All right, let's get sure. Let's see, we'll put these here. Get your fourth card here for Ophiuchus moon. That's too many, Spirit. Fourth card for Ophiuchus moon. Fourth card. I might have to grab that card. Let me go grab that card. BRB. Okay, let's see. Ooh, and look at the eclipse energy right over this lion. So something may have happened recently. This reading is timeless, but we did just have significant eclipse energy. Ooh, look at that. But you can see exactly what it is and how I picked that up there. So we'll leave this here. Like that there. And with that Five of Wands being in front of that face, there may have been some fighting between everybody involved. And that's not funny. It's just the whole concept of everybody fighting is a no-no. And then with me saying that those 5 wands doubled is going to be 10 wands, very burdensome. Also speaking to it being over. And then that just takes me back to the World card. Next card for Ophiuchus moon. Beautiful. High Priestess, Fortune Teller. And this being strong Taurus energy that I was picking up, connected here, coming right underneath, and that just being more of the strong Venus energy that I picked up for you, being divine feminine, and then also wonderful, magnificent feminine energy, being Ophiuchus and being Ophiuchus moon. And then the 2, that's going to represent your communication, your mysticism, and everything that came from this Queen of Wands. And then also the Hangman with the Judgment, that being a card of 20 in the Major Arcana, and that breaks down to a 2. Very intuitive, magnetic, beautiful. The balance energy, strong Queen of Wands, all 4 queens, as the Empress energy already came through, connected to the World card. So along with being just being a complete powerhouse. And then I see this energy here connected to the World, and then that knowing energy that I picked up here for the Hangman, 3D level, having that knowing, that also being associated to going back to the Empress energy of the 12, creating a 3, and then that World being right here as a spaceship here, where I feel this is about possible guidance or advice that was given to this King of Cup here pertaining to a third party. But even the truth of who it is that a lot of you as divine feminines are, and this being your truth, speaking to it not being you here. And then I even see this saucer being like Saturn. So someone really getting it, whoever was associated with this, where it's now in the hands here of the High Priestess, and it's glowing. So take what resonates for that. And then I see the nails being purple. Snaps. How neat is that? And then just great surroundings. Very mystical energy is going to be present here. You see the cards. A lot of you could be readers. I do see, let me put this back over here. The candles here. You have 3 candles here. And then there's 3 candles here. But the way that they're formed, I get that being significant. Like I get this being more about partnership, independence, and then collaboration, creativity, and craft, and being very skilled. I feel the fortune teller energy may also be more a part of the judgment energy. And then just being completely sexy. Very powerful, powerhouse. In beautiful surroundings, safe and protected. Next card. Let's scoot these up. For Ophiuchus moon. That 2 energy also representing the high priestess, but I got that being more about partnership. And partnership being significant with the power from within oneself. Next card for Ophiuchus moon. I do see that skull being significant with the pairings, and that being more of the awareness, possibly for the divine masculine I'm getting. The high priestess, the divine feminine already in the knowing, and I feel now the wheels are spinning with there being greater clarity. It all beginning with that justice card. Next card for Ophiuchus moon. Three, 1, 7 could be significant for you. Next card for Ophiuchus moon. 6 of Pentacles. Now what I'm getting here, this being the divine masculine energy, and why there may have been 5 of Wands, and that being part of the karmic cycle energy for the divine masculine, being strong, very strong in divine feminine energy. With me saying that, I feel there was some kind of manipulation with the world energies that are here. And that being why there's a 3 of Swords that was associated with this King of Cups. We have Arachne here. And I just get this, I get this being the divine masculine energy. I see the skull energy here too. And you see 3 skulls that are there. So that 3 energy being significant to what's here. 6 of Pentacles is going to be about equality and reciprocity. Equal fair share, give and take. Humanitarianism as well. I get this being more of the judgment where this divine masculine may have been judged. So both energies, you and the divine masculine or divine feminine, whichever one you are here, being judged like super heavy, and that being why we have double hangman energies here too. That could even be representing both you and the divine masculine too, with the hangman coming out with the King of Cups, now that I see this all. And then still having matching energies. The energy of 33 is also wanting to come through here too. And look at the Pentacles. This is going to confirm exactly what it is that I got with the divine masculine, possibly returning to the divine feminine here with what I see here. So I get this being the feminine energy, and this speaking to the balance that has now come through with there being awareness, possibly tower moment. And then now being in a position here to give back. Taurus energy, that's going to be the matching energy connected to the divine feminine energy here. And the balance is being restored here overall, where the scales were going to be very significant. I'm even noticing here 2 moon energies, one having a very sharp energy to it. So that also speaking to possibly the shadow work being done, coming out of those cycles successfully, where it just may have been a lot of pain. Those swords representing, like I'm getting the 10 of Swords. But we even have that here with the Three of Swords. And backstabbing, betrayal, third parties. And that'll be represented by the alien. I didn't mention that. Pentacles will be more earth energy. This is going to be what I've noticed. With this being here after the High Priestess, we do have this being also right before the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel this is about more of that awareness here from the Divine Masculine. Being present in this and now wanting to make a move, because I see this energy going towards the High Priestess also too. Where I was going to say the abusive energy, I'm getting, you see here the Divine Masculine and how it is that they are, but this is a King of Cup energy. So I get, you know, a hard exterior, but a very soft interior. And this being the interior. And being judged, where they may have been more of this interior. Having this exterior, but this being about who it is that they are. And being strong and feminine energy, it may have been that they were also judged here too. Let's get your final card. But this is more balance that's coming through. I feel it's also speaking to the push of these wheels turning and spinning. That's so many. We'll leave this turn. Let's see what we have here. I'm going to set this right here. We have the Queen of Pentacles. 8 of Wands. 7 of Wands. Judgment. The main thing I noticed from this is that we go from the 8 to the 7. So I'm getting, there may have been communication and defensiveness, and as a result, there now being some judgment. And I did mention the judgment coming through, and I feel that that's just going to tie in with everything that I got for both the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, where I feel there may have been a lot of this talking in the ear. From competition, lying, backstabbing, betrayal, doing whatever to get one over on what is deemed as competition, but you're in no one's competition. I feel that's also been learned here too. You're in no one's competition. You don't have to compete with anybody. You're here safe and protected as a divine conduit, both you and your person. And this, I feel the Divine Masculine may actually be kind of picking up, catching up to the Divine Feminine here and learning this here too as well, that there really is no competition. What's meant for you is meant for you and will stay that way. But yeah, I just get this, and this being illuminated here too. Whoever this energy is here. And I get this being a result, and the fire energy is going to be significant to that and everything that just came through there. Three-headed monster. Let me not completely slaughter this. Cerberus is what I'm going to say here. And then we have strong Gemini energy, so manipulative energy, connected to everything that was here. And why there may have been some kind of resistance, I do get here. And the reason why I get more resistance, you can see there... You can see there's a mummy here. Oh, look at there. There's the candles. So I was going to say a birthday could be significant to this. And then I see fire here. Well, we got this connected here to here. Going back to the 5 of Wands. And someone with the hotness here. That's too much sauce. Right here. But with the alien energy here too, I feel this is also speaking to the protection and just not being of this earth, being in the earth, on the earth, but not of the earth, and being completely out of this world, and that being part of the lesson as a divine conduit for whoever came towards you and your person with the toxic energies, and it just being time for awakenings to come about here. As we have the judgment kind of speaking to all of this. As I spoke on this initially, it going hand in hand with justice that began your reading. Very beautiful that this is completing your reading. So I get this being more of the beautiful feminine energy, the divine feminine energy, which will also be the energy from within the divine masculine, and this being more awareness of that. But being very stable, very rooted, grounded, beautiful, graceful, in the knowing. I do see beautiful energy of antler energy with the heart connected right over the third eye and the crown chakra here. And I'm getting Ace of Pentacles here. And that coming from the Gilded Royal, or Gilded Tarot Royale deck as well. Very interesting what I'm picking up here. And these all coming through with other card connections. I don't think I have... Oh, I do have it handy. Let me see if I can find it. So this is going to be stag energy, and this also speaks to divinity and being safe and protected. Being a transformer, as I see all the beautiful butterflies and everything that's happened connected to the toxicity, it all being for the greatest good and the betterment of all. You're here to make things beautiful. Effortlessly. And that possibly being why the toxic energy, the competition energy wanted to be around. You're in no one's competition, as I said before. Very beautiful energy we have here. Okay, so with the Queen of Pentacles, that's just going to speak to more of the independence, the stability, the Empress energy, the security, being able to create and produce one's own pinnacle, being strong in this. I get strong family tree energy, great extension, touching the lives of many, being beauty and growth, and having a beautiful aura and energy that everything surrounding just grows, whether it wants to or not. So that being those toxic energies, being attracted to that, and then maybe, you know, feeling like you may have done something to get that attraction, doing something with negative intent to get that attraction and being judged for that, and maybe being seen as a devil. Being judged for the devil by the devil. Pretty much. Because you only recognize what it is that you know for yourself. And someone seeing this and being attracted to this, I feel it's just been completely mistaken. And it actually being genuine and pure love. And it being resisted. You know, possibly communicating, and the communication coming off like, oh my God, look at this. Look at exactly what I was just saying here, and it being so much, and it being unrecognized, because I just get this being a lot of love. Pink and purple energy. This is heart chakra energy, and then the purple energy will be you. You're associated with serpent energy. This is Hydra. This is positive. This is the largest constellation. Beautiful energy here. Beautiful energy that's here. Karma with the eights. Fire energy will be you. And then the double energy, I get this being the high priestess and the empress energy. The powerhouse energy. As within, so as without. Like I get this being all the love from within. That's very transformative energy that comes off looking like something treacherous. Being judged for this and being resisted, and as a result, judgment coming through. There's that 20. That goes back to the 2. I even see a 2 here with the Gemini symbol. And I'm going right back here. I even see like too, like someone like grr, like protecting their heart, maybe having gone through particular cycles, and I did say that with past karmics, protecting the heart, the fire being significant. I feel it just by not seeing the fire, ignoring the fire, resisting the fire, and that being connected to the divine feminine. Birthday will be significant here too, but I get 1111 here too, and that 4 wands. Not just going back to the card that I channeled here and here, and not seeing this. Someone's seeing it now though. And that completes the cards here. Oh, we got that one card here. Let's see what that card is. That was deep. Just want to say that. Whoa. Ace of Cups. All right. So that's nice. This is that new beginning. This is a judgment call that's being made as a result of what took place here. So fairness is being about the fairness being delivered from the divine masculine I'm getting here to the divine feminine for the way that they were treated and judged. I feel the divine masculine going through this on themselves after having done this to the divine feminine, this being the awakening experience and the awareness and the truth of the Five of Wands and it not being the divine feminine where they may have been portrayed and lied on to be that, and them actually being a complete powerhouse. Being given the deserved love here with the Ace of Cups. This is all new beginning, full of love, reciprocity, friendship, nostalgic energy of the Six of Cups, the soulmate partnership, the mirroring, the matching energy, divine conduits, elevation, higher realm. This is higher love also here too. And then the whale energy could be significant here. Where I feel it speaks to doing the work in the underworld and successfully being out of this world. And I did get that with the alien energy. And this being connected to the divine masculine, I'm getting being the one to make this offer here and come forth. And then you also see, oh my gosh, having the divine masculine all in the palm of their hand because you're counterparts. And that actually being what it is, I feel it's mistaken love. Like someone really being in love and then possibly believing because of who it is that they dealt with in the past that they were being manipulated, mind controlled, or, you know, their souls being tampered with. But this is divine love. It's pure and it's agape. And this divine masculine, the divine feminine has the divine masculine in the palm of their hands. It may not have, you know, been resistant to this because of that. Feeling out of control, but it's actually love. It's not someone trying to control you. It's someone who loves you. I feel too, reading the mind, like feeling violated maybe because the high priestess is able to see and read the mind of the divine masculine, but I feel that just also speaks to the deep connection with the Four of Wands and the soulmate partnership and the telepathy, learning about clairvoyances and what that actually means, and that being greater awareness too, and also being connected to being a divine conduit. But I see the world energy in the shape of this whale here, and it being in the hands of the high priestess, where again I feel the divine masculine felt like the divine feminine was controlling them. And I feel that this is actually about helping them and offering the guidance and the love that they needed to guide them to the love that they rightfully deserve. And this being the Ace of Cups coming from the divine feminine to the divine masculine. Full circle energy. This is so fucking pretty. I'm not going to check out the bottom of the deck because you have this Ace of Cups here. Let me grab that stag card before we move on, to show the Queen of Pentacles energy and what I picked up with the antlers. What's in here? I promise. There it is. Very similar energy I see here. Seeing the truth of the divine feminine. And then I feel the divine feminine is also seeing the truth of the divine masculine. Where both of you could have had this 501 energy all up in your ear. Being a hot mess. Where's that card? Hot. That's too much sauce. All right, so you have the Ace of Cup and the Ace of Pentacle, and I get this being each of you. I mean, it's right here. Divine Feminine, and then the Divine Masculine, where we see him in the hands here. And then I get to that world energy being connected to the Saturn energy that was here, and this being connected to another karmic energy. Two karmics I get here, and then Divine Feminine being here, and then the pink and the green are going to be the heart chakra colors here for the agape love of two soulmates, twin flames. Beautiful. All right, that's so pretty. Okay, and then we got all your major arcanas here. This being the lesson, it being over. Towers here, possibly the karmics here. Boom. Or I'm getting to that tower energy, also being possibly the divine masculine and their karmic. But then it could also be you and a karmic, and then the divine masculine and their karmic. Towers for everybody. Justice coming in, judgment along with this to bring in balance and restore. The wheel spinning, light shining, truth illuminating, clarity being given, and now there being action. The wheel spinning on these ace energies here for you in the new beginnings. Let's get your final card for Ophiuchus Moon. One card. Beautiful. Thank you. All right, we have Leo. And let's see, I believe that strong Leo energy I get being mainly here from the channel card here, connected to the Five of Wands and the Judgment coming in overall to make change. And then look, we have the Gemini energy. That was significant to the 2 energy from Judgment. Whoa. So Leo being represented by the number 5. I do get Hierophant energy, contract energy being connected. And then strong action, but bravery and courage to create and make change for the better so that healthier can come in. And then with the Gemini energy and that, just going back to the Judgment energy, that being about the creation and the manifesting. But then also the communication, the new earth energy, I feel, and having higher perspective. And moving into something new in a very magical way that's connected to a lot of love, unconditionally. And there being love and money, stability and security, abundance, great abundance that's here with the magic of what's coming through. So then with Leo we have Yas and So Fine. Color orange will be for Leo. And then it says here, be brave, have courage, you're the star, shine, 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 royal and loyal one. 5 energy. This will be also too, I feel that, speaking to the actual 5 of Wands that's in front of the Leo lion here. And then it could even be the manipulation from the other karmic here, and this being the blend and the prototype from the karmics. I'm not going to say what just came through here because we're moving forward. It's more of what is coming through here. If I was here before you, I'll be here after you. So moving past the toxic energy, the manipulation, where I get that Gemini energy being associated, but then on the positive energy, positive note of that, manifesting beautifully and creating what it is that you want. Because we did have that magician connected to the devil at the beginning with justice coming through, and then this being the all around here. So you have both Leo and Gemini association with that toxic energy and what's being left behind. But I also feel this is about transmuting the energy, and this also representing strong energy for both you and your person now, being stronger than before, having great courage and being brave. All the beautiful energy that's coming through here. For Gemini it says twinning, so twin flames. Twin energy also will be significant. Magi is of great power. Utilize your tools by the hour. Then after, go take a shower. And that's for real too. Hashtag negative cleanse. And you'll feel that energy. You may feel the notion to do this. Salt baths are going to be great for releasing and ridding of that negative energy with a negative cleanse. 3 energy, Empress energy, World card energy also too. Creating the endings that are necessary for greater to come in. Ships coming in. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Ophiuchus Moons, this was your reading. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, empowering, and enriching here for you. I thank you all so much for your continued love and support. Welcome to all new subscribers. And until we meet again, I wish you all the very best. Take great care. I love you. Peace.